Hello growers and welcome back to Growing with Plot 21. It's been about a week and a half, 10 days since I was last down here due to obviously Easter holidays, so I thought I'd bring you down. We'll do an April plot tour and caught a couple of bits and bobs that I brought to the plot that we're going to sort of utilise. Ignore the shed. It needs a massive sort out. I will get round to it at some point. But for now, let's go outside and see what's going on at the plot. So bench is ready to be sorted. I found in which you can get the panels, so I'm going to do them and sort that out. But I need to do one thing at a time. Otherwise it's going to get too much on top of me. So pond doing well. I need to get a few bits and bobs. I do have something for the pond, so we'll have a look at that in a bit. This bed is all good, nothing to worry about, ready for planting out. Garlic is doing very well at the moment. I'm very impressed with the garlic. Just need to give it a little bit of a weed, and then I'll have a look at what like companion planting for garlics, because there's quite a lot of space, so might as well use it if I can. This bed I've just gave a weed. This was where the tomatoes were, but I'm going to build a bean structure for it if possible. Strawberries are doing okay. I thought I had a lot more than there is, but there doesn't seem to be as many, so I might buy some more actually. I seem to have quite a few gaps. So yeah, I think I'll buy a few more of that. Dad's blackberry bush is doing okay. I need to take that over to him, do that in a couple of days. Potatoes, nothing at the moment, I don't think. Is this, unless that, oh no, here we go. It's the start of potato, and there's one there as well. So they won't need earthing up just yet, but obviously they'll move that over to there, and then we'll put more potatoes on here. Apple tree's doing what it's doing at the moment. Nothing to report. This bed is all ready for planting out. This bed is just a mess and I need to refix it, weed everything, but I'll leave that for now. This bed is all good for planting out. This bed needs a weed, and then that will be ready for planting out. Onions. Onions doing alright. Nothing major to report for the onions. I might get another hoop for the middle just to keep it up a bit more. But they're doing alright. It needs a little bit of a weed. And then obviously this bed just needs covering compost, and then it'll be ready. And then this needs a big planting, weeding as well. And then this is the blackberry bush that is just overgrowing completely at the moment. It's going to be an absolute nightmare, I think, but we'll see. Oh, and rhubarb. Let's have a look at the rhubarb. Rhubarb is doing okay. Looks like this one has gone to seed flower, which is fine because I'm not picking this rhubarb this year. I'm going to leave it and see what happens. I've never seen a rhubarb go to flower, so it'll be interesting to see what it actually does. And then I think there was some raspberries as well coming back. So I had the raw canes, bare root canes, whatever you want to call them, last year, didn't I? One here, this one, and this one, and they seem to be growing a little bit. So I think we'll just see what happens. So plan for this visit is to show you some of the treats I've ordered. Went on a little spending spree, nothing major. So let me show you what I've got. Oh. So we have this metal garden obelisks. I got them from Aldi, whatever you want to call it. It was in the garden special. I think they were £5, £4.99, £5.99. So I got 3, and then when I was in B&M, I found this, a floating water plant kit, Pondideria, Chloris and Iris, and supposedly you just put it all together and stick it in the pond, so why not? I did also pick up some watercress from the shop, but I didn't bring it down with me, and supposedly you can just throw the watercress in and that'll do it as well. But a nice little treat there of stuff. So I think let's start with the floating water plant kit. Oops. I thought I would sit down and see what's happening. We had a lovely week away, by the way. Gorgeous weather, sunshine, absolutely amazing. And then we come back and it's been hit and miss, rain, winds, everything. But yeah, it's doing all right. That's the main thing. So let's have a look at this floating water plant kit and see what it actually is. I'm thinking I'm going to renovate the shed. I'll do it in the winter because obviously when it's wet I've got stuff to do indoors. But yeah, I watched Danny's shed build and it's amazing, and he's gave me some ideas, so go check it out. I'll put a link in the description below. And then you can go check it out and see what I mean by his amazing shed build. But yeah, it made me think about renovating the shed, but again, like I said, I'll do that in the winter. So 4 simple steps. Contains a floating ring, pond soil, 3 water plants and gravel. Does it tell you what to do? I don't know. Zoom these plants, gravel, and this must be the soil, and this must be the floater. So it looks like soil in first, then gravel, then plants. Soil in first. Oh no, it's soil, then it's plants, then it's gravel. You all having a good week? Did you all have a nice Easter? Any updates to tell me? Anything exciting going on? Nothing much here, unfortunately. But I will be sowing everything, well not everything, but most things as well this week. It said it comes with 3 plants. So is this 1? I presume that's 1. That's 2 and that's 3, maybe? So maybe mix it up with the soil. The stuff is, to be honest. Okay, so it looks like 3 plants. Put them in. for them. So maybe do it in like a triangle. I don't know, we'll see. Right, next. Got these from B&M's. They had a whole pond plant section. Can you believe that? I've been looking around for pond plants all the time, and then they had a whole pond plant section. This starter kit was like 10 quid, and then the other pond plants were like 4 quid, 5 quid, something like that, each depending on depth and what you want. But yeah, if you want pond plants, maybe check B&M's out if you're in the UK. Okay, so I don't know if you can see that. That's what it looks like. Let's stick it in and see what happens. Bring it down a bit. Ready? 1, 2, 3. That was a bit of an anticlimax, wasn't it? Is that it? Is that what it does? It just floats around? I don't know. Let's just leave it, see what happens. Definitely need more plants for that. I should have got the watercress, to be honest with you. I don't know what this is. Stick that there. See if that'll do out. Yeah, should have got the watercress. Let's see how we do these obelisks. So you have to assemble the top section, then you assemble the middle section, then you assemble the bottom section. So what I think I'll do is I'll give you a little time lapse of me assembling one and see what you think. You can skip over it, but I won't do a time lapse of all of it, and we'll see what it looks like at the end. That was nice. One of the other plot holders was just asking how I was getting on because he'd not seen me for a while. Obviously with the back pain and stuff, I've not been coming down as often. But I said I'm doing alright. He said he's doing alright, so we're all good. Let's continue. That took a lot longer than it should have done. Easily 20 minutes. And now it's starting to rain. Anyway, I'll crack on with the other two and then I'll show you all when they're done. It started to rain halfway through building the second one. I will continue. I'm hiding in the shed and building outside. What fun. That's all three done. They took a lot longer than they should have done. They've took me at least an hour to finish all three. Absolute nightmare. So I suppose the plan now is where to put them and what to grow in them. Apologies for the construction. There's people on the plot doing bits and bobs, which is fine. The plan is to build a P structure, or climbing structure here in this bed, so that stuff can climb up. But I'm absolutely knackered at the moment, so I will continue in a day or two. So I'll see you in a couple of days. And we are back again to do some more jobs. So the first job is the watercress. So I brought the watercress down with me, and supposedly you just throw it in and then let it do its thing. So that's what we put in a couple of days ago. I'm going to put some watercress in this little section here and then throw a little bit over around. So let's crack on with that. Find some decent ones maybe, potentially. A few decent ones that can kind of go. There's a few decent ones that can kind of go just in this section here. Oops. And then a couple will just throw out. Let's see what happens. I'm not going to put too much in because I've read that it can be quite invasive. So let me just leave it with this and we'll see how it goes. Next job is the the structure. The structure for this over here. So let me give it another quick hoe over and then I'll set you up and show you what we're going to do. So the plan is to try and fathom some sort of structure with the bamboo canes that I got from my friend at work. Maybe one across. And then have some like that, potentially. I've added a few extra poles, so now we have 5 in total, and then I'm going to consider using the mesh that I also got from my friend at work. So let's just have a look and see what the mesh does. that might work. It's quite thin, but it could work potentially. I'm just trying to think of how I can attach it to the rest of the bamboo. Let me have a look at it and I'll let you know. And we have some sort of climbing structure. So what I've done is I've used the net. I've used the net, attached it in certain places with the little clips, and then I've managed to go all the way round to nearly the whole thing. I've got another net at home, so I will finish off round this bit, but I think it might actually work. Planting out wise, obviously, like, I'll probably plant on the outside, maybe, and then just have them just go all the way round, and see how we do. But I'm quite pleased with that, actually. I think it may withstand the storms and the winds and the rains that we get. So now, next job is direct sowing of parsnips. Let me show you what I mean. My parsnip growing is pure luck. There's loads of ways you can do it, but it is pure luck for me. So I'm gonna direct sow some and chit some as well. So I'm gonna use the potato bed, I think. So we've got one row of potatoes there. There'll be another row here, and then parsnips are going to be here at the very end. So I'm just going to throw them in and see what happens. All watered and in their place. Let's see how they go. Next job is poppies. So Ali at My Rusty Garden sent me some poppies, and she said she just sprinkles them around. So what I'm going to do is just sprinkle them here. This will, and under the tree will be like the wildlife area, but I'm just going to sprinkle it and see what they do, see what happens. I've used about half a packet. Ali, hope that's all right. Well, let's see what happens. Now let me take you to the house and I'll show you what I'm sowing for April. So this is a combination of seed, potting compost, vermiculite and perlite. Plan is to fill up the tray and then get sowing out. So the heavens decided to open up outside, so I'm just bringing you in really quickly just to show you what I am sowing for April, and then I'll show you where everything's going to go. So we're going to be sowing some sunflowers. These are the Claret F1 from RHS. I've also got some nasturtiums, Tom Fun mixed. I have some marigolds and some calendula flowers from Ali at My Rusty Garden, so thank you for them, Ali. I'm also sowing some cucumbers, the Gherkin National. These are from Seacraft, and we've also got the new Ace F1 sweet peppers, which I sowed last year. I'm going to do them again. And then we've also got some Leek Winter Giant 2. So these are going to be sowed. I'm going to show you how I'm actually going to do these. I've been watching a video on Instagram about sowing leeks. So I'm going to give the guy that does the sowing leeks, I'm going to give his idea a try of sowing them. Also got sweet corn, Gold Crest F1. They will be going in as well. And then direct sowing for April, we have some radishes. These will go into the little trellis grow container outside. We've also got parsnips. I'm just going to direct sow and see what happens. I never have any luck with parsnips. Well, I do have luck with parsnips, but it is all luck. Whatever I do, it doesn't work. So I'm going to actually no. I'm going to do two things. I'm going to direct sow, and then I'm also going to put some in a little container with soaked tissue. I'll show you that when we get to it. And then these are poppy seeds from Ali at My Rusty Garden, and these will be direct sowed as well underneath the tree at the allotment. So let's crack on with sowing on. So parsnip wise, I'm going to try and chip them on first and then transplant them out. Now parsnips don't like to be transplanted out, but they are also extremely hard to grow, I find. I know Mal at Vegpot Man has excellent success with parsnips, and I just don't know what he does. Maybe he's just got that secret touch. So I'm just putting the parsnips. I've just damped some kitchen roll. I'm going to put rows, 2 rows, and then what will happen is they should chit, start to sprout, and then as soon as they do, they will get thrown in the ground. But as I said, my parsnip sowing is always pure luck and never a specific way of doing it. I think I got 2 parsnips or 3 parsnips last year. I can't remember how I got them to go, but I'm actually going to do 3 rows. So we've got 2, 5, 10, 14. So then you cover it over, you put the lid on, and then this will go into a windowsill or one of my heated greenhouses and just left alone to see what happens with them. So for now, I will just put them on the windowsill here, and then we will continue with the seed sowing. Okay, it's still raining outside, so I just brought the table into the doorway so I don't make too much mess. So all of these, the sunflower, the nasturtiums, the marigolds, the calendulas, and the peppers will go in this. Oh, and the cucumbers will go in this tray. They're all nice and damp. And then the leeks will go in this tray. So let me get these up first, and then I'll show you what I'm doing with the leeks. Leeks. So I've never had any luck with leeks. So I'm going to try a different method. I've seen a few people do it. So what you do is you just scatter them into a pot, and then should be enough. Scatter them in the pot, and then obviously you grow them in the pot for now, and then you keep potting them up, transferring them out, etc. But I'll show you how they get on and what I do to the leeks as I go with them, and then obviously if it's a good idea and it works, then I will I'll do like a compilation video of start to finish of how to grow leeks in the way that I've seen. But apart from that, these will all go in the greenhouses inside, and then we will see how they get on. Now the next thing we are going to sow is radish, but we're just going to direct sow into the trellis bed, so I'll show you that. So the sweet peas are going a little bit wild at the moment, but I think that's just because of wind and stuff like that. But I'm just going to direct sow the radishes at the front here. So hopefully this year we're going to get better luck. will try and space them out as easy as possible so that it gives them the best chance, and also I don't have to thin them out. There we go, about 15 or 20 maybe. Okay, they're the radishes at the front there. Oh, let me show you as well the onions. So, can you see? So we have the Kelsey onions, which are not doing too bad actually, to be fair. And we have the Elsey onions. And then down here, let me take you down. These are Ali's spring onions, which I think I need to pot on a bit. I might grow them in a pot, I think you can grow them. And then these are the Rosa de Longas again, which seem to be doing good, so they need to be pot on. Giant onion growing challenge wise, yeah, I'm not going to get anywhere. Not even going to get in the top 100 I think this year, but I'm still going to put all these out and see how they go. Tomatoes at my dad's. I've just brought the blackberry bush over for him. There's his strawberries. These are his onions, and then he uses this end for growing. He told me he's just put some onions and peas in. What fun. Dad has gave me his shoe with hydrangeas in, and I've also got a tomato clipping. I put the little tomato cut in there in the water. Let's see if it roots out. And then we've also got these potatoes. These are the Maris Piper potatoes that I need to get out, but that'll be gone out on another day.